Hi everyone, welcome to our BowlsHub how-to videos where we walk you through some of the features of the system. We'll be guided in these by Colin Williams, who is the BowlsHub and Digital Manager here at Bowls New Zealand.
And tab 8 is the results settings. So this is where all the settings for how many points you get for a win and how many points you get for a draw are all done. So firstly, there's a competition profile, and there's 3 different types here. So the default is a normal game of bowls where 21 points beats 20 points. You can also see sets in here, which is useful for competitions like Bowls v5, which will allow you to set up the point structure for a Bowls v5 competition. The third option is sides and shots, and that's useful for an inter-club competition like inter-club sevens, where you're using you've got a singles player, a pairs player, and a fours team, or pairs team and fours team within one side. So if I had an interclub competition, I would select this, and it would allow me to fill out all the details for that. So for my competition, it's just going to be a normal singles 21 shots. So I'm going to click on default and move on. End scoring isn't going to be a worry for me in this competition, so I'm going to leave this unticked. But if I wanted to track how many ends I've won, then I could select this, and it would allow me to also include how many ends each team has won and include it in ladder sortings later on as well. Moving on through to member results options. These are just options that allow for home teams and interclub competitions to finalise results. So if I had a Club A versus Club B competition, the home team could go in and put the results in here. For my competition, it's not relevant, and for most it won't be, so I'm just going to skip through here as well. Skipping through competition markers as well, because currently this side of this feature requires an app for live scoring, which isn't something we currently use. So we're just going to jump down to points per match, and this is going to say I'm going to give 2 wins, 2 points for a win, 0 points for a loss, 1 for a draw, none for a bye, and for a forfeit I'm just going to make that match my win in case there are any forfeits, that the players receive the right number of points. I'm going to skip down past scores per match, as this is for a pennant scoring option, so not relevant for my singles competition either. So my ladder options now, I can base my ladder on a few different options. So for this one, I'm just going to go wins, which will determine who's done best by the number of wins they've got. If I wanted to draw this down further, I could go wins then ends, or wins then score difference as well. And there are options within this within BowlsHub to create your own custom presets, which is done here. But we'll go into those in another video. So I'm just going to select on wins and move on. This demarcation line can be used to indicate qualifiers in your results portal. So if I've got a competition where you're required to win 3 out of 4 games to qualify, I can select on this number of wins and just say you've got to win 3, and that'll just put a little line in your results portal to make it easy to identify who's qualified and who hasn't. If I had a competition where it's actually the top number of players, then I could go in here and say it's the top 2 in my field that are going to qualify as well. So I'm going to leave it with 3 wins out of 4 games to qualify. And moving on to public results display settings, a couple options here. This is just going to show how determine what is on your results portal. So shots will say player 1 beat player 2 21 shots to 20. So this will be the default for most competitions. Points would say player 1 beat player 2 2 points to 0, because they're the points per match. And shots and points is a combination of both, and winner would just say player A beat player B with no shots or points information. So I'm going to select shots, so that would say 21 shots, defeated 20 shots. Display all buys as markers. In a singles competition, I might want all my buys to be markers, so I'm going to select display all buys as markers. So in the drawer, it'll be visible that I'm asking my players to mark in their buy round as well. And just going to skip past this app scoring setting as well, as it's a feature that we currently don't use. Once I'm all happy with this, I'm going to click finish, and it's a good opportunity to just scroll up and go through any of these other tabs to make sure that they're all good, and you're all happy with everything in there. So I'm happy with everything. I'm going to click finish, and that'll take me back to my active tab, and I can see that my competition called Test Singles Competition has now been created. And that is how you create a competition in BowlsHub. Thanks for watching.